objection? I see none. And thank you very much.
An historic document establishing a comprehensive framework to finance sustainable development for the next 15 years was passed this week, following months of negotiations at the highest political levels, all capping off during the third International Conference on Finance for Development in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
This is a special moment. Yesterday, governments reached a historic agreement on the Addis Ababa Action Agenda.
For the past 4 days, over 10,000 delegates from governments, the United Nations, civil society, and the private sector have gathered here in the political capital of Africa to design a financial architecture that could potentially unleash trillions of dollars in support of the post-2015 Sustainable Development Goals. This includes everything from increased aid commitments, new tax initiatives, financing for social welfare programs, and strategic business partnerships.
The government and United Nations should give, first of all, broad and ambitious and future-oriented vision so that the business communities, they can go together in parallel with the government. In that regard, I'm sure that we can mobilize this $1 trillion, billion to $1 trillion.
I believe at a minimum that we will see some incremental improvements. One would hope that the commitment of the developed countries and the multilateral institutions is such that we'll see significant implementation of the various strategies in order to eradicate poverty globally.
This conference is going to agree on some general principles, but the general principles are only the starting point because we need to move real money at large scale, and those general principles will help, but they won't be enough.
It's very important to see where this investment goes to, whether it goes to teacher training, to quality education, to give access to new technologies, ICTs in education. I would say to create an enabling environment for education with families and communities. This is very important.
Some critics have said that the outcome document does not go far enough to ensure tangible commitments to developing countries, particularly in the areas of international tax standards and ODA, but officials counter that this was never a pledging conference. Instead, it's part of a process to reshape development financing at the global level. No simple task given the ambitious agenda in play.
Just imagine 193 countries sitting in one meeting room, with each has its own national priority. To reach consensus is not easy. It's very challenging. So I would like to say the present outcome document is the best we can get, and the international communities should be proud of this. And we are all winners. There are no losers in this process.
With the negotiations on the outcome document for the Addis conference finalized, all eyes now turn to New York, where a September summit of heads of state is expected to adopt the Sustainable Development Goals. With this new financial architecture underpinning those goals, the international community is one step closer to realizing the priorities of environmental protection, economic growth, and social development for all. Reporting from Addis Ababa, Brendan Pastor, South South News.